Real quick, giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshua B'Hashem Rukhakodah Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. All praises and glory to you all out there. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, Do Not Eat Your Girl's Food, Your Woman's Food. Now, the ones of you that already did it, well, what you going to do? This is also part of like a little series of stay away from ... the wildered beast, black wildered beast, whatever. And you got to watch out for these Israelite women, and you got to watch out for the Latin tribes women, and because the Latin tribes women are into brujeria and santeria, which is both witchcraft, good witchcraft, white witchcraft, and black witchcraft. Brujeria is black witchcraft. Santeria is white witchcraft, which is the good witch and the bad. No. They all come from that wicked side, the left-hand side. So you don't know, the woman that you're dealing with could be an undercover witch. There's a video put up by the Jeremy Hill Show, which I subscribe to him. And the topic is witchcraft. Relationship advice. And in the beginning of this video, he says not to eat these black women and the mother, all the women, food. If you deal with a woman, don't eat her food. If you marry her, well, you don't want to get married, man. You do not want to be in a house with a woman, especially if you're GMS. You go get your woman, hit it, take her out to dinner, whatever, order something out, pray over it. But you cook the food, but you don't eat her cooked food, especially if it's spaghetti or pasta. So I'm just going to let you, and this is old school. I heard about this when I was a kid. So this is a woman saying, don't just, let me take this off, period blood in food, right? And so who says you shouldn't always use your mental blood? This is her speaking. And especially watch out for these black consciousness women with the dreads and the turban on their head and the septum ring. You got to watch out for them. You got to try to get the cleanest woman you can get. And the tribe to get with is one of the Latin tribes, Northern Kingdom tribes. But you got to check. You got to make sure she right. Like I said, don't eat your woman's food, because she may be a witch. So I'm gonna let it play. Fair use. It's a mean of blood to get a man. You should do other things, and that goes. Like I said, I heard about this when I was a kid. You get with a woman, she wants you to be madly in love with that. Wants you, the man, to be madly in love with the woman, so she'll put menstrual blood in the spaghetti sauce. To get a man, let's get it. Please don't do this if you don't know what you're doing. You do know it's more you have to do than just period blood. It's more than, now she's explaining to you, look, you can do more things to put a spell over that man besides taking your period blood and put it in spaghetti. Blood and spaghetti, don't just put it in there. Just expect for him to just go crazy overnight. So that's a common thing. She's talking sister to sister, you know? Period blood and spaghetti in there, and just expect him to go crazy over. It's levels to it. It's levels to witchcraft. That's all I gotta play, man. That's all I gotta play. I said I was gonna make this short, but watch this video right here, the Jeremy Hill Show. This was put up 2 days ago. Witchcraft, relationships, relationship advice, hashtag relationship advice for educational purposes only. And this guy, his show is he's like a Kevin Samuels. There's a lot of Jake men that tell you about these women out here, you know. So you can watch the rest of this. Now, this is what I want to do. I'm going to take the word witchcraft, divination, witchcraft, sorcery, sorcerers. Matter of fact, let me go there. Revelation 22. I'll make this quick. Do it this way. Okay, I got it. 15 verse. Start at the 13 verse. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs, and dogs are talking about Israelites. Cast not thy pearls before swine, neither give that which is holy unto the dogs. When the Lord was talking to the woman was a Greek, a Syrophoenician by nation, and he referred to her as a dog. She was an Israelite, but she was a Gentile-minded Israelite, and sorcerers and whoremongers, those are pimps, and murderers and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. So let's deal with the word sorcerers. Sorcerers.
Strong's G 5333. Pharmakos. Pharmakos.
Yeah, well, you get the word.
Thayer's lexicon. Pharmakos. Pharmakos.
Or pharmakia. Let me do this. Pertaining to magical arts. Now, when you go to the doctor, give you aspirin, they give you any type of medication, that's pharmakos. So you go to a pharmacy, which is pharmacia, which goes back to sorcery. So guess what? If you get sick, you know, you use the herbs the best way that you can. Now, the witches in the ancient world, they put concoctions together with herbs. This is the root of the word. See, we here at Great Millstone, we go into the Greek and the Hebrew to get a deep understanding of the scripture. Because if I said sorcerers and I say, if you're a pharmaceutical company, if you go to the doctor is a witch, a warlock, a sorcerer. The pharmacy that you go to that serve you are sorcerers. They deal with these concoctions. So, but you don't have no choice. If you're sick and they tell you to take it, what can you do? That's why you got to learn these alternative. Hey, a lot of you, even Israelites, when the Ragamuffin came out. Now they got this guy, they're grilling this guy, Fauci, and he admitted that it was all BS. that did the 6 foot thing, they just made it up. They just said, let's make it 6 feet. And that the thing didn't really kill you. So the truth is coming out. So all you leaders of these different Israelite groups that told you people to go out here and get it, you said you did it in vain. Because people died of it. Now, there was 2020, what was it? It was either 2022 or 2023 Passover. You can go and check it, the first 15 minutes of the IUIC Passover. It had to be 2022. Bishop had came out of the hospital. You know, he looked like he was about to die, but he had a recovery. Then he was just talking about things, and then he said either 20 or 22 people died during the year of 2021. And we take it that they died of the thing, not the ragamuffin, but the jump shot, which he didn't mention what they died of. See, people that were diagnosed with it went and got shots and wound up getting sick and dying, or just dying. I had a childhood friend that took all the jump shots, and he's a week and a half before he passed, he said, I feel like I'm going to die. He said, every shot that I took, I felt like I was deeper, like I was closer to death. And he would explain it to the doctors, and they said, no, that's normal, it's going to go away. They hit him with another shot, he felt worse. Oh, that's normal, it's going to go away. They hit him with another shot, he felt, when he saw it, he was fucked up. And then sure enough, a week and a half later, he went to the hospital because he was so sick, he had to be rushed to the hospital. They laid him down, they put the ICU, you know, they put the shit in him, they put him in ICU. He went to sleep, he never woke back up. And he was a young man, he wasn't no old man. And he told me in the car, he said, you know, the first thing he said, I never should have took those jumps, because I feel like I'm going to drop dead. A week and a half later, and other people I know, family members that I know, that took it, and they in the spiritual realm. So I'm gonna keep, you know, now they're live with Fauci. They're grilling Fauci. You got the Democrats, and then you got the Republicans. And the Republicans said it was all BS. But they were saying in the news, I was listening to Bloomberg, and they had a news break, and they said right now Fauci is before the Senate committee or whatever it's called, which is Senate and the Congress, and pretty much the woman, the narrator, said he's admitting that they were pretty much wrong on everything that they said. So the ones of you that say it was BS, what does the Apocrypha say? Never trust thine enemies, right? It said from pharmacone, a drug, i.e. spell-giving potion. So street drugs are pharmacists. You got street pharmacists, right? You got, and by the way, those drugs are the same drugs that they use in pharmaceutical medicine, which is opiates. That's why they lock up drug dealers, because you're messing up their profit. It's all about money. Maybe I'm saying too much. It said one who prepares or uses magical remedies, sorcerer. So a woman taking her, I'll say, vagina juice, and putting it in spaghetti dinner, and she mixes it in real good, season it. And they do that. They learn from their mothers. They do that to get the man to fall madly in love with that woman. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it don't. So my thing to you is, you got the IUIC saying you should have a wife. You don't know that wife could be putting vagina juice in your spaghetti and meatballs. Ask me, what about you, Tar? You eat? I don't eat my woman's food. I make the food. I make food. I only order out. I make the food. One who prepares or uses magical remedies, sorcerer. And then the word in Galatians, it says witchcraft, which is pharmakia, which is the same root word. As a matter of fact, okay, so it's right here. It's also in Revelation 21:8. It speaks about sorcerers. And your woman that puts vagina juice in your spaghetti and meatballs, they're sorcerers, they're warlocks, they're witches. They're putting a spell over you. A drug, i.e., spell, given potion, spell. They put a spell on you. It says in Galatians, it's Galatians 5 and Galatians 3. Let's go to Galatians 3. The word is bewitched. Bewitched. Many men have gone out of their wits over women. Why? Because she's squeezing that vagina juice in your spaghetti and meatballs. Oh, to slander. We know a famous slanderer in Israel. Slanderer. To bring evil on one by a feigning phrase or an evil eye, to charm, to bewitch. And you got to watch these different Israelites that put up these hand signals, which are telling the elite that they're insiders. Okay, let me go to Galatians. Let me go to Galatians chapter 5. It says idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulation, wrath, strife, sedition, heresies. A heresy is when you, like for example, we teach at the MOTB as a micro C hip. If anybody teaches otherwise, that would be considered a heresy. So if there's somebody in GMS that's teaching it, we tell them, why are you teaching that? And we'll get rid of them immediately. If you're teaching that and you're thinking that way, get out the camp. Get out the crowd. Inside joke. Witchcraft. So know when you go to the doctor and they give you any prescription, you go to the pharmacy and you get it, that's all witchcraft. So how can I get around it? Well, sometimes you can't get around it. But if you understand the herbs, like this past year, I didn't get sick. I might have coughed 2 times. I might have had the sniffles once. I did not get sick this year. I did not get sick last year. Maybe 3 years ago I got sick. But when you get sick, the flu, the cold, it starts from your throat right around where the thymos, what is it called? Thyroid gland. Looks like a bow tie inside of your neck. And that's where it normally starts because you're filling your throat. So if you sip straight lemon juice, gargle with it, it goes away. It kills it from the beginning. You let it go, your whole body feels like shit. And then they'll run to the doctor and they'll give you pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals go back to witchcraft. The doctor's a sorcerer. The pharmacist, he's a sorcerer. Oh, the symbol for the World Health Organization is a caduceus, which is the tree with the serpent, which goes back to the serpent in the garden. That's the caduceus. Pharmakia. Let me let you hear it.
Strong's G 5331. Pharmakia. Pharmakia.
It says the use of administering of drugs, pharmaceuticals, poisoning, sorcery. Most of your women are sorcerers. Medical arts, often found in connection with idolatry and fostered by it. Metaphorically, the deceptions and seductions of idolatry, because people that are witches, they bow and pray to other gods outside the Most High. That's why the scripture says, suffer not a witch to live. Let me do this. Okay. Let me see. World Health Organization. Okay, wait a minute. There it is right there. There it is, it's caduceus. Let me see. Let me do this. World Health Organization. Let me go to images. World Health Organization represents the whole world. This is the rosemary wreath that goes back to the Roman Empire. The Caesars, the emperors wore this around their head to make them smarter, as the saying goes. This is the whole planet Earth, and this is a caduceus, which goes back to the garden, the serpent, and beguiling Eve to partake of the tree of knowledge and good and evil. And they have jurisdiction over you. Now I want to show you something. The CDC is under the World Health Organization. I'm going to show you something. Let's go to here. You know what? Let me come back over here. So you can see you see a woman like, them conscious women, they're witches, they're warlocks, they're demons, they're sorcerers. Let me just do this. Bear with me for a minute. There was a video that I was watching that was put up by the elder Manata Zakbar. I didn't watch the whole thing. Bear with me for a minute. So I get so many notifications. Damn, man. Let me do it this way. Okay, I'm getting close. I'm getting warmer. Just hang in there with me. I hate this. If I wasn't looking for it, it'd pop up on my notifications. Did they take it down? Did they delete it? I'm sorry about that. Damn, man. That's clearly Satan, man. There we go. There we go. I believe this is it. What I want. This is what I want. Okay, here it is. I found it. Oh yeah, this right here. She took the charagma. She's in the military, and her husband's in the military. This is it right here. The beast will become more aggressive. Now this guy is the head of the. He's a puppet. Let me do this.
Evidence on our side. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the.
So this right here says, who director, which is this guy. He's a Cushite. Who director Tadros says it's time to get aggressive with anti-vaxxers. It's time to get aggressive with anti-vaxxers because people don't believe the government, you know. But anyway, and another thing that I just gave you some more information about people you got to watch out for and don't eat their food is the woman. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.